Hello, this is Jared playing Oxygen Not Included. I am going to set a goal today of, or maybe this might be multiple episode, but the next goal is to get a Dartle stable with the idea of getting a Rex stable for the purpose of getting some feathers. I would love to have much more of that. I've been a little bit overcautious with Atmos suits, so here we go. I'm choosing this location here. There was this little cold spot. There's also up here, but it's kind of a little further away from the base. So figuring this is going to be a decent spot. Trying to find a little bit of igneous rock. Actually, there's some granite in there too. So we can get some materials to build from that are cold as opposed to bringing in warmer materials. Okay, I'm going to switch over to igneous rock. Start a ladder system going up here. Okay. A little bit of hydrogen has followed us in, unfortunately, but we'll keep digging up. Thinking there's going to be two floors. This is going to be the floor since this is a food source, Drew Drip. We'll leave a few of these wild in what's going to be a Dartle stable. And I think up here, this is where we'll have our Rex stable. Priority of getting up here. Open up this pathway as well. And I figured that was coming, so that's some of the brine ice melting. I'm going to have to design this such that we minimize the dupes getting their feet wet in here. Again, if I had lots of Atmos suits, well, the feathers to keep restocking them, I probably would just make this an Atmos suit only zone. But we're not quite there just yet. Alright, let's get access to a little bit of iron ore. And I will put in a fire pole over here with iron ore so we can get easily up and down. All right, well, I'll design how I want this stable to work. We're going to put in 2 grooming stations. I'm kind of regretting where I put the ladders, but we'll move that over to the right one. Oh great, more brine melting. So I think this is going to be the easy part, essentially building the stables themselves. The hard part's going to be more the automation, making sure everyone's fed, in particular Rex. We want to grow some Drew Drips. That's for keeping a food source for some Dartles. We'll have some automation for picking up eggs, as well as some of the bleach stone, which is going to be stored right here, assuming we have lots of liquid on the floor, which I think we will. Spot there for Drew Drips to go in. Okay. Lots of chlorine. Maybe we should dig this area down just a little bit. So I've just started putting in some of the automation system over here, and I've noticed brine. What is going on? Not cool. So let's mop this up. Oh. Okay. I can guess what happened here. I assume that I dug up a piece of brine like this that went up here, ultimately melted, and made everything uncomfortably cold for this Ore Grove node. Well then. And not only that, this guy is also happy. Okay, I'm gonna have to divert some time to dealing with this now. So this is not the first time these Ore Grove nodes have started to get too cold. So we need to fix this because this is getting frustrating. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be taking these pipes and sending them around here, around this loop. We connect into our cooling line. Well, I don't know if I call it a cooling line, maybe a heating line even. But that needs to be heating up itself. I was going up here, but I no longer think this is warm enough to take care of that. So here's what we're doing to solve this once and for all, I hope. This is a liquid temperizer. Take a temperature, dump in some liquid there, and send our cooling line. Well, actually, might as well go through this guy here. What about the other electrolyzers? Yeah, it seems to be cool enough in our base. They're not an issue at the moment. So let's take this up like that. Send that down. Let this go up like this. We can cut this. We can start going through that little section. And let's go over. See, nice. Okay. So, we're going to need some water. So maybe take this and start sending that. It'll just, Wait, why wouldn't I just do this temporarily? I don't need to necessarily do that, but make a priority of getting this line complete. Go back over here. Let's now cut this guy right there. Oh, right. We return that. So starting to warm up this area just a little bit. I also have some expanding work down here, but we'll come back to that. I think it's more important to get the Ore Grove nodes growing. So dumping in some liquid. This may or may not push out, but let's just do this to be safe. And build some ladders across. Oh, yeah. Okay. That was pointless. Oh, well. Maybe I'll try a value of 30. So if you're below 30, run, give us a little bit of heat. We'll take that and send it around the base. Alright, so down here I've got the Dartle storage and two different areas. One here is going to be for restocking the stable. The other one is going to... Not sure how this is going to work exactly, but I'm hoping this is going to restock this stable for food purposes. Okay, that's going to be enough water, so I'll take that out. And let's connect this in there. Let's get rid of that liquid vent. And how about, oh, I see. We need this guy right there. Okay, with that, let's do a cut right there. So now our line's going through the heating area with radiant pipes. Okay, so we'll let that run for a bit. So, yeah, not looking great, but hopefully that is going to fix this situation and allow us to maintain that. Okay, so let's get this built now. Got some spot to or place to scoop up eggs. So we want to have a spot to be able to drop these dartles back in here. Oh, hold on. We're not in a stable at the moment. Should just disable these so I don't trap a dupe unintended way. Let's put some brine in here. Take this out. Give ourselves some doors in front of our stable. Not sure if this brine thing's going to work out or not. We're probably only going to pick up little pieces of brine. Come up with something else, maybe. Okay. Oh, look at this. You are back to life. You are not yet, though. Hopefully, we're getting close. Maybe even it'd be smart if we did this. Since we've got this radiant pipe right here. Can go up like that. There we go. And maybe I will design a little bit more for this system. So the next step is to do some digging out. Before we go any further with this, I'd like to take care of the hydrogen. I'd like to take care of the chlorine. Chlorine's probably going to continually be an issue, whereas we may not necessarily get a continual source of hydrogen unless... Oh, I see. Yeah, we would. Unless... kind of did this type of thing. Prevent that hydrogen from making its way down here slowly. So we'll open this area up, and I'm thinking why Cedric was pointing out these guys, there's no real value of having them wild. So why don't we just do this? Make a little ladder system so we can get across if we ever need to in the future. And this should hopefully take care of the chlorine over time. Alright, and yeah, I'll go up here and push this hydrogen a little bit higher. Next step is to bring in some brine, doing some insulation around here just to prevent freezing in pipes. I'm going to have this little spot where we need a little bit of brine, and I want some brine down here. And I already have a pump at the bottom of the base for picking that up. We're looking for not oxygen, right? True, true. Oh, there's little pieces of oxygen that's kind of causing a bit of confusion. You know what? I wonder if this is another just good case for these little, I don't know if you call them trees. Mega frond. Let's put one right here. To deal with this excess chlorine. So we'll get a pipe going up this way with brine. Maybe take out one of these guys since we've got, oh! Right! Right, you guys aren't using that because the gas mask thing. Though I wonder if we can maybe get rid of gas mask access for about... Okay, we'll come back. That's another time thing. Mega frond. Nice. Okay, I don't know if this matters, but just to be safe, we'll mop that up. So that should help with the chlorine. We didn't trap any critters in here, so I can plan what critters I want to take in. Though you're technically here. Let's kick you out. So there is that little section. Just this middle little section, and we should have the brine on the way. If I could get this under control, maybe we don't even need gas masks. Okay, brine is on the way up. So I think that mega frond is going to help, but I think I would want a little bit more ventilation. So we're going to bring in some oxygen from our oxygen line. A little bit concerned about the overpressuring of these plants, so we're going to control when that can go in. And we're going to look for non-oxygen and send that out. Forgot a bridge. Let me just put that in there. And maybe you vent that out. We'll go down a little bit further. Maybe say throw it down there. Could be a mix of chlorine and carbon dioxide, so we'll just let this thing down here sort it out. Oh, and brine has been is now here. Awesome. So let's just take that out like that, that out like that, and I'll swap these out for conveyor drop chutes, I think. Put one right there. Put another one right here. This is for eggs. And what about oxygen? Okay, so oxygen is on the way in. Whoa. So I think it's 2,000 grams where this guy is not happy. So maybe, I don't know, 150 or below. 1,500 or below. So that will do that. Probably, though, be smart. Put in some ventilation. That should be good. Let's look over here for our not oxygen. You've got no power. Didn't I connect you? Oh, whoa. Apparently not. There we are. So we've got gas on the way out when it's not oxygen. Oxygen on the way in, controlling things. So let's also put this like that. I actually meant for this to be a floor. So that we can store some liquid. Okay, I need to think about that. So this is what I'm thinking. I was going to store some liquid here, and I was going to say, hey, this will be the bleach storage location right here. But instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this auto sweeper, maybe to have another one of these. One dedicated for bleach stone. I can send that down. And I'm thinking of dropping that off right here. And we'll put a bin here. We'll get rid of where we're storing bleach stone. I actually had trouble finding that, so I had to add bleach stone to the list. If I click on this, I see that we've got some bleach stone there. Oh. Oh, we've got two. Whoops, I didn't know. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. And maybe get rid of... Well, okay, we'll keep this one. So this is a level 6. So whatever I store here, I want to be at the same level for that. I just don't want the dupes to be picking up bleach stone that gets created here. It's just going to be too much work for them to try to keep up with that. It's also going to send in some brine down here. Okay, so up in our Rex stable, it looks breathable. Starting to get some oxygen. Down over here. Brine on the way in. Okay, I'm going to say that's going to be enough. Let's cut that right there. That liquid vent out there. Maybe should avoid keeping that in the line. Oh, I see. Yeah, let's also hit this and this. If I... Oh, yeah. I can just do this. I'll just make it fall right here. So I'm going to drain that pipe right like this. Just a little bit worried about freezing the pipes, though. I really... You know, not at the moment. Probably not going to be an issue, but anyway, let's just drain that out anyways. I'm going to nominate this as our second bleach stone storage. And let's go over, click here so that we get the exact same priority. So that is bleach stone. And... Oh, but I'm also going to want an auto sweep. If I'm going to do it this way. I need to make sure that an auto sweeper can actually put stuff in here. Just to avoid the dupes having to do that. So this would work right there. Right, and... Oh. Oh, you're only accessible by one of these. Okay, well. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Let's get rid of that. Glad I caught that. Okay, might as well have the bottom one is the egg, and this one is the bleach stone. And I feel like that should be flipped the other way around. Just that we can get that. Oh, hold on. And let's take that out. Can get rid of that and that. And I feel like if we're going to make that bleach stone, we might as well go through here as well. Just that we don't make some fluorine in the process. Not that that's the biggest deal. Got some drip drews in here. I should probably put someone in a stable. Okay, I'm gonna go find a dartle to put in here. So I've located a dartle that I would like to have in here. It was not you. You get out. Make sure we get some power in these two guys. Alright, so this is going to be for bleach stone. So these guys output bleach stone. And this is going to be for any critter egg. Oh, that's probably a wild egg. Wild, 0%. What? Wait, what? Am I reading that right? Wildness as 0, meaning they're tame? But how? Am I in? What is this? A dartle egg. Okay, well, moving it in here. Looking at other dartle eggs. I mean, this one is wild. This one is not. This one is. I have not tamed, as far as I know, a dartle. You're meant to go out, so let's send you out there. Yeah, I'm scratching my head on that one, but whatever, moving on. So yeah, let's, well, I mean, it's nice, I suppose, because not only that, but this guy is, if I can click on them again, 74% incubation, that goes up 10%. To have another dartle on the way in, which I intended to make tame. This guy is 41, so expecting them that they've laid an egg. So I'm gonna kick this guy. There we go. And you got. Oh, you can go up. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's enable this. Enable this one too. We've got no critters there at the moment, right? Okay, good. And make that a priority 6. I probably haven't signed any skills. Now, Deloff is the only dupe that can work on critter ranching. Probably want at least another dupe that can do that as well. Think about who that should be and assign them their skills. So I'm going to give farming 1 here to Carno. I'm also going to give that to Rapt. I want to have several dupes that can actually do this. Let's see, Velop. We'll give you construction, and Tyron. You're on our research side of things. Yeah, I'll do work towards another critter ranching over there. And just in case we need a bit more, I could always take these down. Find the right ratio. Oh, bleach stone. Or not bleach stone. We need some brine going here. Alright, haven't thought about that, but so I need to think about how we're going to feed this Mr. Rex in the future. I've got a thought. This may be absolutely nuts and not work, but hey, I'll give it a try anyway. So one way of relocating these guys into this stable for food is to do a critter pickup and then drop off. But what if, and again, this may not work great, but if I look for the number of critters in here, if they were low, I open this door and I keep a certain amount of eggs, let's say if we're below 10. Scoop out some dartle eggs that are going to be dropped off here. Let's do the same logic over on this side. This is going to be dedicated towards sending dartles over in here. So we will do... So do I want to max? I think that's 0, right? Alright, so that's going to be controlled by this guy. I don't know how many dartles I want, but let's say... not including eggs. We'll try 4. And these both on sides here is going to be for our dartle eggs. Here and here. Accessed by this auto sweeper. Oh, I wonder, should I should probably assign a priority. Went in the right direction. I would rather have the eggs over on this side. Let's check that. That is not wild. Okay, perfect. Good. So that's going to mean essentially when this guy hatches and becomes an adult, that'll be picked up over here. Maybe make that a 6. Dartle over here. Make that a 6. All right. Oh, and up here, I don't... Looking at the number of critters, if you are below 4, let's say, or even 3, maybe have 1 Rex and plan to have... Let's start with 2. If you've got a Rex and 1 other Dartle in there, we can open the door, hopefully. Now, I don't know, but I'm hoping we'll get a bunch of Dartles in here. When the door opens, the moment 1 or 2 comes out, this will close. We don't get too many in here. This is going to be for eggs. So we can get the eggs from this guy brought up here. Though, I think I may have discovered the issue. This is going to be... This is supposed to be for the Rex eggs. Be sent up here. We're going to need to have a little critter. This is where I really, really, really wish I could specify the type of critter I could look for as an option. I think this would fix the problem that I'm thinking is coming my way, which is how am I going to automate the process of telling dupes to pick up this critter? Currently, I'll just put this on it. I mean, yeah, that... If I'm going to have a variable number of dartles, how would I know to tell this guy that we need a Rex? Nah. Well, I may have realized that maybe stumped. Okay, well, I'll think about it a bit more, but I think this is a setup. I think I'm going to let this go. We've got oxygen here, so when the dupes go in and... Oh, let's do one thing. Let's copy this, set that down there. I'm just thinking making a little entryway insulation a little bit more along this pathway. Let's put in this here and here. Actually, I could take advantage of the fact that that's closed, but it's not guaranteed to stay that way. Let's put this there and there. Okay, let's do that, and then do that. And we'll put this all the way up to there, just to help protect this coldness from going out. Maybe open this up too. I don't know if that actually matters, but all right. Well, that is my Dartle stable. My Rex stable, I don't want to put a Rex in there until we actually have enough Dartles, so we have to warm up with Dartles. And as far as repopulating the Rex, that's another day thing. Worst case, I think I'll just give up and I'll feed the Rex meat directly, but anyways, there's that. On to something else. Skill point. Oh, that's Megalo. Forgot to give them. I haven't really been keeping up with this. Maybe an extra booster slot. We'll create some things for them. But how about strength and construction? The next project is to gather the wild dartles. I'm thinking of having them go around here. Actually, hold on. They're going to have eggs potentially drop here, here, and here. Maybe that's not so smart. Let's just go in just a little bit, shall we? Like, do this just to be safe. I will start... Oh. Maybe it would also be smart if I kind of block this off. The other thing is I should probably... Oh, this is only going to work up to 40, but it'll get me somewhere. I will want to have eggs that these dartles... Okay, let's do this first. Eggs are going to be picked up. Maybe like this type of thing. And dropped off up there. So we maintain our population of wild dartles in this cool, comfortable area for them. Maybe connect into that, I guess. And this is going to be for either type of dartles. And I will wrangle a few right now, and then later on go grab the other ones. So right now we only have one dupe that can do this, but that will change as I get more skilled dupes on critter ranching. Alright, so I'll take a moment now to wrangle a bunch of these other dartles, including this guy, which technically I can't reach at the moment. Looking at this setup, I could put more megafronts in to help, especially since this guy's dormant. Maybe I will, but I think I'm going to ease the value here. Maybe try 25. But I'm going to, given the fact that we've got oxygen... Yeah, maybe even 10 seconds. But yeah, we're doing a bunch of wrangling. I'm also concerned that these guys are not going to move, largely because the dupes have a hard time getting over in here because of the lack of oxygen. So maybe digging a path down to where there's a little bit of oxygen might be smart there. Oh, the other thing I could also do is open up this area. That would also help. Careful, careful here, though. Oof. Maybe I'll do this and that. And let's get back to some research. Superheated forging. Actually, I don't think that plant will fit. Oh, I could have always just taken that little piece away. But this should run a little bit more, sending that down with the idea that maybe... Oh, this is going to be annoying. Anytime you do something like this, you have to question who is on this side and who has gas masks on. Apparently you. Unequip that. And you. Oh, missed you. And we've got to open this up a little bit more and wrangle you, of course. Okay, so that is going to allow me to know that the dupes are actually using this now. Oh, let's wrangle you. Whoa. Okay, again, wrangle. Wrangle you. And I haven't gotten in here, but... Oh, we gotta be careful. I don't want this to splash back on us, but if I did this... that might be very useful. And then put in a ladder on this side. Maybe extend that ladder down there so we can access these dartles. A little bit of meat in here as well. Okay. Got 3 guys in here, so yeah, I guess we can just attack these excess. This is awesome. We're getting lots of jawbow. Oh, dupes are going down to... Yeah, that needs to be fixed. Alright, we'll come back to that another time. Where? Oh yeah, I was over here. This is going to need a ladder. This is also something that only one dupe can do at a time. So maybe I'll just let that happen naturally. I might finish closely. I might see if there's any final things I want to do for the day. No! This was not as I intended. Another nice thing, it would be nice if you could actually specify wild only. But anyway, that's just not the case. Let's disable this guy and wrangle all these guys. Make this a priority, otherwise they're going to be... well, technically that's... Does that up... Oh, it did. Okay. It just didn't highlight it. The reason I want that done quickly is because I don't want to stay away from my Drew drips. The other thing I can try to do to prevent or try to minimize loss is take these Drew drips, relocate them out here, make that maybe a 9. Somebody. Yeah, because that'll be quicker than all that wrangling for sure. Oh, but... Okay, cancel wrangling you, you're tame. Assume that was... Oh, we got another one that's tame. Oh. Okay, let's disable this too. Wild. And I assume you are tame. If I can... Oh yeah, for some reason these critters, their box to actually select them is often very weird. Okay, definitely gonna look forward to when I get more than one dupe that can help actually Megalo. Probably don't have enough microchips, but if we're short on ranching, we could get a ranching booster. Let's go to Megalo. Give them an extra day of making microchips. Alright, so bionic dupes out to help, eventually. And I'm gonna go chat here. Starting to get, that is the way it was supposed to be. Okay, that's better. That's much better. Let's just verify that we've got a tame. Wild, you're meant to be wrangled. Tame. And I believe if we hit 40, we're going to have a problem. Though I can just do the move too. Okay, so that is taking care of that. Let's send this back to Drew Drips. Otherwise, these guys are just going to starve, and that was not the point. Okay, Drew Drips back in. Maybe make a priority of getting this guy out. Oh, well, he's not an adult. You know what? We should be getting a true signal once he becomes an adult. I've got a priority 6 for him on the move. Oh, except I don't have that, but... Oh, hold on. I can tell when... Okay, 23 critters here. So we haven't hit that max. Soggy, whoops. All right, cycle 140, that may do for today. I will come back with my final thoughts. So my final thoughts are, I think I've got an issue with reloading over here. Maybe you see even bigger issues that is just going to play out over time. We will see. Let me take you through some comments. James says about feeding these guys some seeds. Currently, we've got this seed comb. I've got enough of it at the moment. We'll see if that lasts. That's preventing these guys from eating algae. Next comment, and I've got to read this one in full. I was wondering at one point why I was getting polluted water on the ground. Duke says the message said radiation vomiting, but you wouldn't know that since you never read the messages. Kind of true. Hilarious. And finally, Cedric suggested an idea that might be fun. I was thinking of going down here to get the crude oil for plastic, but there's an alternate method in the prehistoric method. So yeah, I'm going to take that challenge. Basically, I'll use crude oil for the purposes of my bionic tubes, but I'm going to get plastic somewhere else. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks guys for watching.